Hello. I want to share with you why voice study is actually self study for your personal development. And I'm talking about your whole self, personal, not just your voice, but everything that makes up how you show up in the world. You can develop through how you develop your voice. So let's give this a go. I'm going to lead you through a couple of voicing practices. And I want you to dive right in, but I also want you to listen to my questions that might come up for you as we're going through this work and investigate where the source of those questions or those answers that you might have to those questions is coming from. All right, let's give this a go. So let's start by feeling a yawn. Just yawn and just notice, how does your jaw feel? Does it feel really tight? Was that yawn the largest you've opened your mouth and throat in a long time? Why is that? If it was, do you tend to keep your jaw really tight? And maybe you talk through a tight jaw? Ask yourself, what am I holding on to by holding on to a tight jaw? So let's see what happens. Let's massage the jaw. Go easy. Just massage that muscle there. And notice what vulnerabilities might come up for you by releasing your jaw to open your mouth more when you speak. So now, with your jaw nice and relaxed, or at least massaged, open, I want you to say, hi, hi. What does it feel like to say hi and extend a word that has a meaning of friendliness? Does it feel vulnerable to you? Hi. Or does it feel totally natural? Whichever it is, ask yourself, where did the source of that come from? If it felt vulnerable for you, how does it feel vulnerable to open yourself up to other people? That's just one example of how voicing can open up an avenue to explore yourself and your patterns. Let's do another one. So let's feel a voicing practice to come into a confidence in yourself. So I want you to feel, oh. Just let the air out. So that was an O. Feel it again. Nice full forward movement of your cheeks. Nice circle with the lips. Ho. Take a breath in. Now notice you're voicing pretty fully there. Do you feel self-conscious when you're voicing fully? How does it feel to take up space in the room with your voice without screaming? We weren't shouting. We're just feeling a full voice. Let's feel it again and see what happens with those questions. How does it feel to take up space with your voice without any shouting? It's just your personal vocal power. Oh. What's the residue that comes from that? Does it feel right? Does it feel like, yeah, that's my personal power and a voice that's open and warm. I'm not shouting, I'm not tense anywhere. That is an authentic person of power. If it feels unusual, if it feels scary, if it feels vulnerable, investigate that. Why? Who told you you could not have personal power through your voice without shouting? We're not shouting. So investigate that. Let's do one more. Let's do something with consonants. Just find an easy hmm, just humming. And I want you to feel how the hum can sync up with the fullness of your exhalation without pushing. Hmm. Do you feel like you have to really push your abdominal muscles to support your breath in order to match up with the hum? Do you feel no breath at all? Do you feel like there's just no breath connection happening with your voice? Does it feel unusual, again, to take up space in the room with your voice, even though now your mouth is shut, but your vocal vibrations are still full? Mm. So if you tend to hold your breath and you feel a lot of tension up here in your chest or in your belly, again, ask yourself, what am I holding on to? Or why am I holding back? Why do I feel like I cannot breathe? Be kind to yourself with these questions, but start to lean into them because the way that you speak, the way that you express yourself vocally, it reveals a lot about how you show up in the world. If you hold yourself back, if you push yourself, if you're always speaking with a pushed voice because you feel like you need to insert yourself in every conversation, otherwise, you're just not going to have a chance to speak, right? Do you feel ease when you speak? Do you feel like nobody's listening to you? I'm willing to bet that in some way your vocal dynamic matches your mindset. And that's not a critical statement. It's an observation that I have come to after years of coaching people to personal development through voice studies. So, my tip for you, spend some time with your voice. You could do this in the shower if you want to, but you want to do it with awareness of what you're feeling. Speak voice, just some vowels, hum on some consonants. Notice how your breath feels. Notice if there's any self consciousness or emotional tension coming up through the voicing practice. And just sit with it and explore it. Write it out. Writing it out in a journal is another form of expression. Of course, it might feel safer because you're not voicing it. You're expressing it with pen and paper, and you can close the book and put it away. It's just for you. Lean into that. And I want to hear from you. Report back in the comments. Let me know, how did this feel to explore yourself, your mindset, your patterns, and how you show up through just these 3 short voicing explorations. Give this video a thumbs up and please share it with anyone who you feel could enjoy this practice. It's a different way of developing yourself personally and by exploring your mindset. If you like the flavor of what we've done, I have 2 courses on my website that go much deeper into this. Embodied Voice, Feel Dynamic, and Embodied Voice, Get Clear. And then there's also a course called Find Your True You that has meditation in it to help you get to the root of how you're voicing. So again, you can email me about those. All my information's on my channel. I hope to hear back from you, and I hope that you feel well.